So, hi, I'm coming back to you guys with another video. I know I have been really slacking in the video department. I do apologize about that. It's just been a lot. I think say a lot going on, but kind of a lot going on. I wasn't feeling good. I think so. It just kind of like I just kind of like just been forgetting to post it, and then man, I've been kind of tired. Put your hand down, Booby, so mommy can do video. So I didn't write any of my symptoms down. I'm just going to try to remember off the top of my head. But some symptoms I've been having is I would say this week. I don't know if I'm doing an update for 15 weeks, but if I am, I know my update for 15 weeks is pretty much I did have less morning sickness in the 15th week. Um, yeah, this is my update for 15 weeks. So yeah, I did have less morning sickness in my 15th week. Um, Put that down, please. Um, Also, let's see, I did have some nipple. I have breast tenderness, but I would say it's more nipple tenderness than anything. Do have some nipple tenderness. And I think just feeling kind of like I've been having the pregnancy insomnia going on where, I mean, which that's been going on for like weeks now, where I'm just like waking up at 4 or 5 in the morning. And it's so annoying because I don't feel as rested as I would like to feel in the mornings. I'm just, tired and, it's just rough in the mornings for me. Um, let's see what else is going. Ariel, please. So another thing that's been going on is, let's see, I would say I've been a little bit more touchy. I would say I'm a little bit more touchy in this week than I have been in my previous, weeks or whatever. And, I mean, just kind of just getting, just offended at little bitty stuff, and I'm crying more at little stuff. Um, this week, the growing pains are starting to increase. Having some backaches these last couple of days. I've been having like some backaches going on. My gums are more, they're getting more sensitive. I did go to the dentist the other day and it was quite rough when they were cleaning my teeth because the girl was getting real in there. She was not holding back whatsoever. And my gums were kind of feeling it, what I mean, from the dental work that I was getting. I do have like a canker sore on the side of my tongue, and that doesn't seem to be wanting to go away. So I'm getting a little concerned now because it's been like over a week, and usually when I have a canker sore, it'll last about a week, but it seemed like it'll start getting less and less. But it seemed like it's getting stronger and stronger. Like it's not going away. It's really sore on the side of my tongue, and that's been really annoying. Starting to feel it on this side of the tongue as well. I don't know. I know sometimes I'll have the tendency to also like actually bite my tongue sometimes, like when I'm talking. So I'm praying. I'm going to just pray and put prayer on that goes away because it's very uncomfortable. Like when I have to talk, or sometimes in the mornings. It's not as bad in the mornings as the first couple of days was, because like when you're asleep and you press on the side where that canker sore is on your tongue, it is really painful when you wake up. It's just like sort of unbearable for a while until it like eases up. Um, Trying to think of something else that I've been experiencing. I think I did talk about this in my other videos that you guys are going to see because I'm probably going to end up posting this video right behind the other video since I haven't been really like posting anything, but I know that my libido is increasing and it's seems like it's getting stronger and stronger. Like I can't control myself. Just like super active down there, and yeah, it's just kind of what's been going on down there. Um, as far as my daughter goes, I would say that this week she is. I would say that she's getting better with the idea of Ariel. Please stop putting your glove up. She's getting better with the idea of having a sister now. She's actually starting to rub my belly. She actually touched my belly just a little bit ago before we started the video. And so she's getting very good with the idea of, I guess, not the idea, but with knowing she's having a sister and there's a baby in mommy's stomach now. So she was a little resistant to that a little bit at first. But now I think she's understanding that it's the belly, it's a baby in mommy's belly. So I think she's starting to understand that now. And let's see. I guess I never talked about my husband. But my husband, I think he's just more or less wanting to get as much sleep as possible because he knows what's coming once the baby does get here. So he's excited about it, and he like he'll ask me how I'm feeling and stuff like that. But yeah, I think he's more happy about just getting as much sleep right now as possible because we kind of I mean prayerfully this baby's different. Like with her, we got 2 hours of sleep. Every 2 hours we were waking up and she was crying or wanted to be either basically fed because she just wanted to eat. But I want to say when she got a little bit bigger, I feel like we kind of woke up. We didn't get as much sleep, It was rough for a while. So I know what's coming, but nonetheless, I'm still excited about meeting her. And her name is Leia. And like I said, I'm very, very excited about meeting her and just being able to see her and spend that time with her and quality time with my daughter. I think I probably mentioned in one of my videos that it was hard to connect with my daughter because that was my first baby. I wasn't really a kid person before I had, decided to have children. So I wasn't like really in tune with children. So it was harder for me to connect with my daughter. Sorry. It was harder for me to connect with my daughter, and it took until she was much older for me to actually start to connect with her and to get more understanding of children. So I feel like now that I've had my daughter and I feel like I went through the fire with her. I feel like with this baby, I'm a little bit more, I guess because like you get more prepared when it's your second baby, and I feel like I kind of know, I don't know everything. I know there's still so much to learn, but I feel like, you kind of can get prepared somewhat with your may face with this other baby. Um, so yeah, so I'm very excited to meet her and bond with her. I think I'm going to breastfeed. I'm still trying to make my mind up about it. I will say it's like in my mind, I know the benefits of breastfeeding, but at the same time, it's like, it's a big commitment to breastfeeding. I know that because I tried it for I know it may not be long to some people, but I tried 2 weeks. It was really, really rough for me. My daughter, I didn't get to bring her home right away, so we didn't get to do the whole, breastfeeding thing, for a while because she had jaundice when she was born. And that was simply because me and her father's blood type is both they're different. I'm O and he's B, so those two blood types don't mix. So they do cause children to become very jaundiced, and she had very high levels, so she had to stay for an extra 3 days. So I think altogether she stayed 5 days. So I only got to breastfeed her. I think only a couple times in the hospital, and they had to keep her under I think it's a UV light if I'm correct. I think it's a UV light. They kept her under that so that they can get her levels down because those rays of light help to reduce and get some, I guess, the vitamin. I guess I'm going to rate the vitamin D that they need. It's almost like being in sunlight. It gives them what they need because her I believe it was either her kidneys weren't working, so so she had to begin drinking more milk and pretty much she had to poop a lot to be able to get her system working so it can get all that gunk out of her system. So pretty much that's what happened there. So with this baby, I kind of want to breastfeed, but then again, I know that I am a person that likes my sleep, and I know that it's hard for me to get up. Especially I work a 12-hour shift at the job that I do. So, the days that I have to work and I have to get up early and to feed her, I just know that's just going to be really, really rough. So we'll see how that goes. I'm thinking I will be okay the first 8 weeks because I plan to use my vacation time to take another 2 weeks if I'm able to have a natural birth. Um, okay, hold on. Sorry about that, guys. Had a little accident. Okay, hold on. Um, sorry, I can't remember what I was really saying, but I think that was pretty much it. I think I was talking about the breastfeeding. So again, I think for the first 8 weeks I'll be fine because I plan to take my vacation 2 weeks more for vacation so that I can have a total of 8 weeks home. Um, and I think I was saying that, I was going to go back to what I was saying in my other video that I found out that I have an interior placenta, which means that the placenta is located in the front of the stomach. Sorry, the placenta is located in the front of the placenta. I'm sorry, the placenta is located in the front of your stomach. So it kind of creates a cushion between you and the baby. So that's why I'm not able to feel her as much. And I believe I explained that a little bit in the other video. But I did some research on it, and there's possibility that I probably could have a C-section with this baby simply because if the placenta doesn't move out of the way or if it decides to go, I think, down over the birth canal, then obviously you'll have to have a C-section because you can't deliver a baby, with your placenta blocking the birth canal. So prayerfully, that doesn't have to happen. I pray that I have a natural birth and, and everything will be fine. So yeah, so pretty much those are my symptoms. Like I said, I'm just having a lot of backaches. I'm out of breath and just becoming a lot more uncomfortable because I am getting bigger and um, with my frame and how I am, it creates it makes me make my stomach feel really really tight. So I have to lean back and I'm also getting out of breath. And another thing I forgot to mention, I almost had an episode where I almost passed out. I believe my body was very close to passing out. I was, excuse me, I can't say that I blacked out, but I started to, everything started to go really bright on me one day. I was wearing like a face mask because I work in a hospital and I work in the emergency room, and the emergency room is quite germy. And I did end up getting the flu from one of the patients one time, so I try to make sure I wear a mask everywhere I go. And when I wear those masks, because I'm getting bigger and the baby's getting bigger, and I'm starting to become more out of breath. My lungs doesn't have enough air to go through. So anyways, I was wearing a mask and I was sitting there, looking at one of my coworkers who was trying to demonstrate something on how to do something for me. And I just became very, I don't know if you can call it lightheaded or not, but I became very, okay guys, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. I had to put baby girl down. So, like I was saying that, I was standing there. The guy was trying to demonstrate something for me, and I just all of a sudden I started to become very, very like sick, like where I was gonna feel like I was gonna throw up, and it's gonna be like projectile, like I was just like not gonna be able to control it, and it was like so sudden because I was fine up until then, and then all of a sudden I just felt really, really sick. So then, like I tried to stand there and see if I could, wait till it passed, but it didn't feel like it was I just felt like I just could not control and I was going to excuse myself from the room, but all of a sudden everything started to look really, really bright underneath my eyelids right here. And I just was like, wow, everything, like, why is, everything looking so bright? I just became like, I guess it maybe it's equivalent to feeling lightheaded a little bit. You feel a little bit like kind of not lightheaded, like, I don't know. I feel like lightheaded. I felt lightheaded before and you just feel like, whoa. But I mean, it kind of felt like that. It was kind of similar how I was feeling. And the more I stood there, the more I just felt like, oh my goodness, I feel like I'm leaving. I'm about to leave, in my mind. And so I thought about trying to walk out the room, but I just was like, you know what? If I try to get out of here, I'm going to probably end up passing out in the hallway because I don't know what's really going on with me. So what I decided to do, I just let my coworker know. I said, I think I'm about to pass out. And my coworker kind of looked up at me and like, what? You gonna pass out? And I said, yeah. And I started to back up, you know what I mean? Because I'm like, I don't feel like I can control myself anymore, So he grabbed me by my arm and sat me down in the chair that he was sitting in, and I just felt my hearing just kind of felt really, really muffled, I could hear him talking to me, but it sounded really muffled. So that lets me know now, now that I'm kind of past it, that, I was on my way out. I was about to pass out, and because it was like my body just, I couldn't control myself. So that was really, really strange. It was a very, very strange feeling for me. I never had experienced that before, never ever passed. I mean, I think the only time I've ever blacked out was when I fell down and hit my head on some black ice before, but it was like a quick process, but it was like I still was kind of like dazed even then. But I remember just kind of like blacking out for a second. But this time, like I said, everything was just really, really bright, like a whole lot of lights. Like it was just weird. I just can't explain it. I can't explain it, but that's what happened. So I just what I had to start doing is just taking my time. And when I'm starting to feel like I'm losing breath and I feel like I'm getting too worked up, I just step out the room, I take my mask off, get a deep breath in, and then I just go back and do what I have to do and just hurry up and get out the room. So that's how I've been trying to combat that. It's quite tough working in the emergency room and when you're pregnant, because there's so many things that you get kind of, kind of thrown into that is not necessarily what your doctor will see as safe, for you. Because I am it's called a nursing, like a nursing assistant. um, you have to like pull patients over, you have to help them, you have to help pull them, push them over, or help them up. It's it's a lot of strain, so it definitely doesn't help my growing pains. It definitely kind of adds to it. So yeah, that's a little tough for me, and trying to make sure I don't get sick again. I have lost a total of 25 pounds. I went to the doctor and I had lost 5 more pounds. So that makes 25 pounds that I have lost. So I cannot afford to lose any more. I am 115 pounds now, so quite tiny. So yeah, so that's it for symptoms. As far as what I can remember, minimal headaches. I will say that because that's the TMJ thing. But I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my belly. I'm going to probably have to skip apart for you for just a sec so you can see me. So okay, this is with the shirt on. This shirt is quite small, so forgive me. And this is the front of me, and this is the side of me. And so, to lift up my shirt, let me tuck this under. This is the side. This is the front, and this is the other side. So, baby girl definitely is poked out this week, which she kind of does that a lot. She'll poke out, and then let me back up. Ooh, it's a little close, and quality looks kind of bad from this angle. But anyways, she'll poke out and then she'll go back in. So we'll see if this stays around or not. But I'm gonna take it while I got it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and I hope you guys enjoyed the other vlogs as well. You guys be blessed. Love you. Bye bye.